Brew Tubers, happy Homebrew Wednesday. SCB TV is back. Hey, today we're going to talk about our new format for 2015, show some old brew day footage, and Mike and Brian are going to kick in and let you know what they've got going on. So grab a beer, here it comes. Hey, long time no see. I want to start today out by congratulating the boys from Under the Table Brewing, Nate and Elder P. Congratulations on your SJ Pour win 2014. Cheers. Sipping on an oatmeal brown that I did about a week ago. Tested it out and it's at 5.1%. It's only supposed to finish around 5.7, so I thought I'd carb some up and give it a shot today. So very impressed with it. Definitely going to brew it up later on the system and maybe make some other additions to it, but for all in all it's pretty good. So this year we're going to change it up a little bit. We got together and decided that we're going to shoot one video a month. It's going to be on the last Wednesday of every month, and hopefully we can get a little more content covered and keep it entertaining for everybody and not be so dry and talking about God knows what. So let us know what you guys think about that down in the comments. We always love to read that and get back to you guys. Did a couple brew days. Obviously did the oatmeal brown, had some footage from that, and also shot some footage with Mike. All right, we're down here in the G spot. Got Mike down here, the Leech. We are making a somewhat clone of G-Night. So
it's good. It's good.
Cheers to you, sir.
7 a.m.
We're doing a 22-gallon batch, which will give us a little under 24 pre-boil volume. We got about 62 pounds of grain? 64 pounds of grain. There we go. Let's get some stirring on. Yeah, that feels a lot more loose than what it was. First time I had to use my paddle.
Making it look good. Is that a TV? That's a TV. Sweet.
But I think the feeling in Denver is that he will play today against the Oakland Raiders despite that hip injury. They could use him out there. AJ Green also likely going to be playing against the...
We started making a red ale. It was a G-Night clone. Well, that's what it was supposed to be, but it ended up a red IPA because of my dumb ass. I took the aromatic hop addition and made that a bittering hop addition. Not paying attention. Maybe drinking too much, however it goes. So that ended up being our, I don't know if we call it duck's blood or whatever. We ended up making that beer just in time for the national championship game, which the Buckeyes won to the undisputed national championship Ohio State Buckeyes. Here's to you guys. Well, that's what I've been up to here at the G-Spot. I'll let Mike and Brian show you what they've got going on.
Well, thanks, Kyle, for the update on what the channel's going to be doing. Hey, Brew Tubers, happy Homebrew Wednesday. As you can see, we're going to go through a little bit of changes and hopefully bring some more content back to our channel. I know it's been stagnant for a little while, but we're going to try to resurrect it and bring some stuff back to you. Not a whole lot has been going on my front. Changed jobs, so that's I've been busy with doing that. Everything's going well though, so no problems there at all. Not much else. Still been brewing. Still enjoying the fruits of my labor, as SJ Pour would say. Speaking of SJ Pour, I want to give a congratulations to Nate from Under the Table Brewing for winning as well. Good to hear that we brought it home for the United States and especially our region, so that's good. A couple upcoming things on the front here in my brewery. I'm going to be doing a few things. I got some new equipment, nothing major. One of them was a pH pen. Got that. I was a little bit concerned about some efficiencies with my mash, and so I wanted to find out if I was dialing in my pH correctly or not. And as it comes to find out, I was hitting the mark pretty good, but and maybe some of you more experienced guys can tell me, but I know that they say 5.2 is where you should be at, but I'm finding that I'm getting better efficiency and better conversion with about 5.4 pH. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that pen has helped me dial that in, and along with the Brew and Water spreadsheet and making additions and whatnot, that has helped me increase my efficiencies. And I'm not noticing a whole lot of difference as far as the beer goes, but as far as the efficiencies go and the usage and everything, it seems like it's a little bit better. One other thing that I got, I don't have a conical kettle or anything like that, or a hop strainer, if you will, in my kettle, but I got a Adventures in Homebrewing makes a 300 micron screen. As you can kind of see, it's like 14 by 6 inches. And I'm hoping that that will help me reduce a little bit of the trub on some of my IPAs. I've had some issues with getting a lot of trub in the fermenter, which is not necessarily, it's not a huge issue, but it just makes a lot of mess, and I'd rather avoid that if I can. So may use that just for like most of the additions, and then if I do a Whirlpool edition, maybe I'll just dump it in the kettle and only have to deal with 2, 3, 4 ounces instead of 6, 8, 12, a pound, whatever. So hopefully that will bring a little bit of improvement to the clarity of my brew that goes in the fermenter. Something else that I want to do, I did do a cider a couple of years ago. A guy that worked for me had a bunch of apple trees on his land, and so he gave me a bunch of apples. I ran them through the Jack LaLanne juicer and almost messed that up. Had it shut off a couple times because it overheated, so thankfully I didn't break my wife's juicer. But anyway, so I made some cider from that, and when I did, it came out really good. I enjoyed it. So I've been thinking about doing a cider for a while, and I found that I found a Mangrove Jack cider kit online. So I'm going to probably, instead of making, it's supposed to make 6 gallons, instead of making 6 gallons, I'll probably make 5 and bump up the alcohol a little bit. It's supposed to be 5.2. It'll probably wind up around 6 or so whenever I make just 5 gallons of it. That way it'll fit in a ball lock keg, so I can carbonate it and serve it that way. But other than that, that is about all that's going on, except for Mike. He was a little bit busy and couldn't add some footage to it, but we're hoping to have his basement brewery done in time for Birthday Brew Day, which is coming up next month, and hopefully we'll either get that in next month's video or March, one of the two. But he's got the floor drains. The floor drains are pretty much in. Everything's done there. I know he epoxied the floor, and he sent me a text the other day and with some pictures of the walls he was framing up, and I think he's actually made it to drywall. Maybe even farther as of this recording, but that's where we are right now. Hopefully we'll be able to bring some more content back to you guys, and we have definitely missed being out of the scene. It's just been one of those crazy times, life happens, so nothing you can do about that. But we will look forward to watching your videos and having people comment and talk about and discuss our videos. And another thing too is just amazing, we get all the new subscribers. I mean, I want to say thank you to everybody that's subscribing to our channel. We've had 2, 3, 4, 5 sometimes a day that are subscribing to the channel. I think we're pushing near 500 now, so I mean that's awesome, even though we haven't even put a video out in like 6 months. Oh, another thing too that was amazing to me was our video on the channel that we switched from to this channel. I think we had 17,000 views on the kettle build, so that tells me a lot of people are interested in the electric brewing and stuff, which is kind of cool. I mean, we really enjoy our systems, and hopefully we can promote it and bring information to everybody else. Nothing wrong with propane or anybody doing that, but we just really enjoy doing the electric system. So until next time, have a beer. The weekend's near. We'll see you on the flip side.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up from the G-Spot. I'll shoot it over to Mike and Brian and let them show. Let them show. Be great.